Of course, the most interesting aspect of trade perhaps today, and that's oil. It's going all over the place. We saw that fantastic 5.5–6% rally yesterday. Half of that is getting shaved off today itself, with some pressure on both Brent and NYMEX returning. Talk points continue to be about all the rigs that are getting added on, and of course the fact that Chinese exports of some of the derivatives, particularly gasoline for instance, they have been on the higher side in July. So what next for the oil market? In fact, let's get in an expert. We have with us Amrita Sen, Chief Oil Analyst at Energy Aspects. Amrita, great to have you on the show. Thanks for joining in. What is your sense of this huge volatility that's gripped the oil market?
I think this is bound to happen. We've had such an impressive increase in oil prices over the past 2 weeks. It's been pretty much a steady rise, having fallen to $40. So I think a bit of a correction is to be expected. The key driver today has really been the weekend news that potentially there could be a ceasefire in Nigeria between the Niger Delta Avengers and the government. And these attacks have taken Nigerian production from 1.9 million barrels per day to 1.4. Again, I'm not saying that the deal will be lasting, but the headlines definitely suggest that maybe there'll be some respite and maybe production could rise back up again.
So, Amrita, from the lows of 40 that you just mentioned, we saw a 20% rally. I mean, some said that perhaps, the bull market is back because technically we've seen a 20% swing in prices in August so far. Where do you expect some semblance of stability to return given the demand-supply reality?
I would expect prices to be averaging around these levels, around $50. And I think, honestly, everything else is aligning up very, very nicely for the oil market. Inventories are falling everywhere. Demand from Asia is starting to pick up again. So I think all of those are very, very positive signs. The negatives, of course, are really to do with OPEC. Like I mentioned, Nigeria, a potential wildcard. But other than that, it's constantly high production from the Middle Eastern producers, Saudi Arabia, Iran, and Iraq. And that's really what's delaying somewhat of this rebalancing, because other than that, non-OPEC supply continues to decline by over 1 million barrels per day. The latest figure is 1.2 million barrels per day. So that rebalancing is definitely still in place.
All right, Amrita, many thanks for getting us that quick update on really what's happening in the oil market, moving all over the place. Amrita saying it should stabilize somewhere around the 50, but not too much higher than that.